lókè balẹ̀ yìí. Channel 32 UHF náà lè sọ. OSBC Channel 32 kí ló ṣe níbẹ̀ gan òjijì tún lè ṣàdùnfẹ́ ṣí ọmọ. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò níyàjọ́ rẹ̀ àjò.
Good evening, the evening news. I am Adeniyi Adebayo. Governor Ademola Adeleke has declared that his administration surpassed the annual good governance target it set while assuming office in November last year. The governor made this assertion in a special interview granted to some journalists before embarking on a working vacation. According to the governor, the opposition party is still nursing the wound of the electoral defeat, saying the opponents are ashamed to see the positive changes the ruling party has recorded within the first 1 year of administration. A release by the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, that a total of 90 kilometers of roads have been constructed, while another 45 kilometers are ongoing. The government has also completed key intercity roads like the Ikimu-Osogbo road, while Iwo-Osogbo is ongoing. The PDP government has also completely rehabilitated 31 schools, with another 31 in the pipeline, while 332 water projects have been built and major water works at Iwo, Ede, Osogbo, Ekoinde and are under rehabilitation. The government also recorded brilliance in the health sector through Imole Medical Outreach, which provides immediate surgeries with over 50,000 beneficiaries, as Governor Adeleke addressed welfare needs of doctors and selected 345 health centers in the state for complete rehabilitation. The release also reviewed a landmark in science and technology as the government introduced a digital economy agenda with new ICT and tech innovation policies. While thanking the people of the state for the support and prayers, Governor Adeleke assured them of his steadfast commitment to deliver on his 5-point agenda, adding that Osun is on the path of sustainable growth and development. Speaker Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Adewale Egbedun, has congratulated Governor Ademola Adeleke on the occasion of his first year in office, saying the milestone represents a year marked by unwavering dedication, compassion, joy, hard work, and significant accomplishment. The Speaker said the governor displays a simplified, exceptional leadership driven by his unwavering commitment to the welfare of the people of Osun State and the continued development of the state. He mentioned the tireless effort by Governor Adeleke in implementing initiatives that promote education, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic growth have undeniably made a positive impact and brought about meaningful transformation to the better living of the citizen. In the same development, the lawmaker representing Irepodun Orolu State constituency in the state, House of Assembly, Honorable Adekunle Oladimeji, has congratulated Governor Ademola Adeleke on the occasion of his 365 days in office. In his congratulatory message, the Deputy Majority Leader of the 8th Assembly, Honorable Adekunle Oladimeji, who doubles as the Chairman House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, commended what he described as lofty and developmental strides of the state helmsman in all spheres of human want. The Honorable lauded Governor Adeleke's support to the needy and his administration's performance, which has been beneficial to all, especially his intervention in the area of providing free medical health service across the state, a development which he affirms beats the imagination of those who underrated his capacity when he took over the mantle of leadership. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso, has kick-started a new era of banking supervision and the conduct of monetary policy in earnest. Bank chiefs who are in the queue to carry the flavor of the governor have received a prepare for a new era of banking supervision message from Cardoso, who is said to have spent much of his time studying the operational process of the Apex Bank in the past 2 months and consulting key stakeholders on issues of concern. Multiple sources disclosed that some bank chiefs have complained of the governor, who is said to have turned down requests for meetings of not being accessible and deliberately avoiding them. A source privy to the experience of some bank executive and had the opportunity to interact with Cardoso told newsmen that the CBN boss, who he described as level-headed, calm and resolute in his approach to official issues, deliberately avoids making friends that will compromise and distract him. The Central Bank of Nigeria says the inflation management plan is underway with a new price management and stability framework that will lead to improvements in average living standards of Nigerians. According to the CBN, Governor Olayemi Cardoso, the inflation management is in conjunction with the Ministry of Finance and other relevant fiscal authorities. Nigeria's headline inflation rate rose for the 10th consecutive month to 27.33% last month, as against 26.72% last September. Cardoso explained that rising inflation, underlined by continuing increases in cost of basic foods, logistics, energy, and other living items, has undermined Nigerians' living condition and led to the depletion of savings and investment. The CBN governor said the Apex Bank is revising the inflation management framework to address the challenges of rising and unstable prices and foster stable and sustainable economic growth. He further said the CBN is well aware of the damage inflation has caused to living conditions and businesses, assuring that the new inflation targeting framework will be effective in anchoring the Apex Bank agenda of price stability. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Ekpe Ekpo, has addressed the challenges resolving around supply and pricing of liquefied petroleum gas in the domestic market. The intervention on cooking gas followed a rise in recent months in the price per kilogram from about 700 naira to above 900 naira in parts of the country, with the primary obstacle involving difficulties in obtaining foreign exchange for imports and inadequate supply to the domestic market. He expressed concern of President Bola Tinubu on the astronomical increase of attendance hardship on the citizenry. In a statement by his spokesman, Louis Iba, the minister highlighted Nigeria's abundant gas reserve and expressed disapproval of multinational firms prioritizing gas exports over allocating significant volumes for the domestic market, describing it as unacceptable. Consequently, Ekpo established a committee to provide recommendations within a week on how to enhance supplies and reduce pricing. The Olufi of Gbogonland, Oba Adetoyese Oyeniyi Odugbemi I, has been described as an exemplary leader whose impact in the progress and development of the town and Osun State at large cannot be overemphasized. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke stated this at the 25th coronation anniversary of Oba Adetoyese Oyeniyi and conferment of chieftaincy titles on deserving Nigerians held in Gbogon, Osun State. The governor, who was represented by the deputy governor, Prince Kola Adewusi, enjoined well-meaning individuals, including natives of Gbogonland, to always see the development of the town and the state at large. The monarch, who appreciated all who graced the occasion, reiterated his commitment towards ensuring the positive growth and development of the town. Parents and guardians have been admonished to ensure that their children and wards have adequate knowledge of Western and Islamic education so as to make them stand out amongst their peers. The Mudir Olonlomeru Arabic and Islamic Center, Imam Abdullah Olonlomeru, gave this admonition while speaking at the 37th annual Walimat Quran and Alpha graduation of Olonlomeru Arabic and Islamic School, Ede, while appreciating Governor Ademola Adeleke administration for its efforts towards ensuring a better well-being of citizens, Imam Olorunlomeru urged the state government to continue to do more so as to make Osun State the best among its peers. And now to sports. Nigeria's hope of qualifying for next year's T20 Cricket World Cup was brightened when the national team, also known as Yellow Greens, defeated Tanzania at the qualifying competition holding in Windhoek, Namibia. Nigeria's hope of making the World Cup were dented last week when the team lost narrowly to Kenya. The Yellow Greens needed a win that was secured against Tanzania to restore any hope of a top 2 finish from the 7-nation qualifiers. Speaking of the game, Christopher Okpe said it was a win needed as the match against Kenya wasn't what was hoped for, noting that a rain-washed Rwandan encounter did not help their cause. The game got off with Nigerian fielding having lost the toss to the Tanzanian side with a smart use of the power play. The East African rallied Nigeria to 139 runs in their innings. The changes gave Nigerians some freshness, with Hussaini stepping up again to deliver critical boundaries that lifted the team when the run rate leaked. And on the foreign scene, at least 18 people were killed in lightning strikes across western India's Gujarat state during unseasonably intense storms. Such big rainstorms are not expected in Gujarat during the winter months, and first downpours caught many off guard, while flash floods and lightning kill dozens of people in India each year. Scientists warn that rising global temperatures are unleashing a cascade of extreme weather events. Gujarat state authorities said in a statement that at least 20 people were killed during the heavy rains, with at least 18 of them due to lightning, while about 40 animals were also killed. Home Minister Amit Shah, in a statement, expressed sadness about the deaths. And that ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Join us at 7 for the major report. Good evening.